Hi guys, welcome back to my channel today, and on this beautiful windy day we are going to be doing my flower garden. Now originally it was supposed to be my fairy garden, but I did not go to Dollar Tree, nor did I find anything at Dollar General that I wanted for like a fairy garden, so I just got a couple of things for right now, and I may potentially make like fairy figurines to go in the garden too. I don't know yet, but that'll be like another video or something. But anyways, I got some things from Dollar General, and we also got some soil. My landlord was selling some soil, so me and my dad went over to get soil, so I have that. So we're going to be doing my flower garden, and that's the other thing. I went to the plant store and I got more herbs. But I got some peppermint, regular peppermint. I got some Greek oregano. I got 2 lemon balms, and I also got chocolate mint. Because I think I was talking about this the last time I went to the garden center. These are the plants that I actually got. I don't know if I will show. I will probably show them after I planted them and stuff, but I won't include this in the video because it's all about my flower garden. I got 2 like sunflower reflector lights stick thingies that I thought were really pretty. I got 3 LED solar lights. These were $1 at Dollar General, so I was like, you know what, if it's $1, it's $1. So there's that. And then this, I wasn't going to get because I wanted to use like my fencing that I already had that we used for the trellises, but I actually wanted it to look pretty. I got 6 of them and they were all $1. So yeah, that is what I got from the, oh, and my favorite part, I didn't even like, I just saw it, I'm like, oh, you are so beautiful. So I got a little watering can. This is so cute, like it's so tiny, and I use this actually for my seedlings in my grow tent, and it's so tiny, it's so much, it's like, I don't even know what the size is. Oh, it's half a gallon. And I just thought it was so cute and I could use this for my seedlings, so I got this too, and it's my favorite thing, I think. But yeah, that's basically what I got from Dollar General. Okay, so the first thing I'm doing is I'm just basically mapping out where I want my fencing to go. I don't have any rhyme or reason as to how I want it. I just want to make sure that my landlord is able to mow on the side where the ramp is, which that is also where this little fairy garden thing is going. And these fencing actually do snap together, so that's also I'm very thankful for that, because it's easier for me to map out where I want my garden to go. I'm using a basically in-ground soil that my landlord had. I'm also mixing it with some topsoil. The in-ground soil actually has some fertilizer, so I just decided to use that and also my topsoil, and I mixed it together so I can get a nice layer, because the soil that is underneath is actually a clay consistency, so I'm using this to basically re-establish the soil, because in the springtime there is actually a tulip that comes up here, so that is another reason why I wanted to have this little fairy garden area here, is because there's tulips that come up every spring. And again, because this is a clay soil, I had to put water down where I want these stakes to go for my fencing. And then I just used a shovel to puncture the soil so that it was easier for me to put the stake in. And it held up pretty well. The only problem was the connecting of the fencing. I had a little bit of trouble doing that, but I eventually got it to work out pretty good. And again, I got this fencing at Dollar General for $1. I got 6 stakes total, and it worked really well for basically caging my little fairy garden. Alright, now I'm going to fill all of these pots with new soil, or I'm just going to refresh their soil with compost. Whenever I refer to refreshing the soil with compost, is I'm just breaking up the soil that's already in the planters, and then I just put compost on top of it, and I stir it together. This is just going to add nutrients to the soil that is already in there, and it will give the plants nutrients to grow with. These 3 pocket planters I actually got at Dollar Tree, and I got 6 of them. And basically what you do is you just fill them up with soil, and then afterwards you can stack them on top of each other, but I would prefer to use a stake in the middle just so they don't move. I actually made this frog thing in art class in high school, and I still have it after all those years. These solar lights, I got these at Dollar General, and then I got more at Dollar Tree. Do not sleep on these. These are actually great. They work regardless. Yeah, they're cheap, but they still work regardless. I did actually put a garden stake in the middle of the tower, and I completely did not show you guys that, but I also put a light right at the top of the stake, and it fit perfectly, so I knew that is where that last. Alright guys, my little flower fairy garden is now done. Like I said, I have to wait till my flowers are done germinating in my grow tent, but the little flower garden is set up and it looks so freaking cute. I wish I had like fairies or something to put in there too, but like I said, I might make some as well. I have some clay inside. I could probably make some fairies and put them in here as well, but I think my little garden looks so adorable. So the last time that we filmed, I was over there and we did all of that. Now we're coming over here and we're gonna do, I already did this part, but we're gonna be doing my pond setup again. But over here, all I did was I just used a pallet. This was actually my older dog's pallet, and I just took the slab off of it and I stuck it in here, like in the soil. I actually had to move a lot of the rocks out of the way just to get to the dirt, but I moved the rocks out of the way and then I put some raised bed soil down. I'm going to be doing my pond. No, I cannot dig this in the ground. I am keeping it up. And I'm just going to kind of fix it to make it look kind of good. But the only things that I don't have like necessarily decor to decorate it and stuff, but I got the fountain and I got the rocks. And we got these big rocks, so we're just gonna do what we can. Right now it's just trying to place the rocks. My fountain is this small, so I have to literally put it so that it's right in the middle. And I think it would work, but I just got to put some more height up. So that's what we're doing. I'm like freaking out because I got stung by a bee like 2 days ago, so I'm like getting a little freaked out right now because I don't know where there's a bee's nest, but yeah, not happy about it. So trying not to make anything mad, you know. Potentially. Will that work? Maybe that will work. We'll see. Well, that's well water for you in a nutshell. I love that. Not really. I really hate that actually. You can see the wire right there, and then it's down. Now, obviously, I'm probably gonna have to readjust my planter that I have my solar panel in, but right now, I think it's doing pretty good as far as getting some sun, but I will probably just keep this maybe right here so that the sun can charge it. I'm just gonna let this kind of do its thing and run and get charged up. The sediments, that like all the brown stuff, will probably go to the bottom. So that's the one thing I hate about well water is the water looks like crap for a little bit until it goes down, and then we'll see how it looks. But yeah, it's my little pond. It's been a couple of days and clearly the water has set. There's a lot of like the debris from the well water at the bottom, so I might actually empty this out and clean the rocks and stuff, but for right now it looks pretty good. It's not like anything crazy or fantastic, but it's a little pond. And we were talking about doing some goldfish in here, but I want to do some more, like, I want to add like plants, like water plants and stuff in here. I just don't know where I can get them. I have to look at the greenhouses around here to see where I can get some water plants for inside the pond. But for right now, this looks pretty good. So I have this pot, and I also have that pot right over there. Now, I did have an apple/lemon tree in this one, but it died obviously. So, and then I had a lemon tree in that one over there, but it died. So me and my husband went to Tractor Supply. We had to get the dog stuff, but we wanted to we were looking at ones to plant in these big containers, and he wanted to do the blackberry in this one, and then I wanted to do my raspberry because I love raspberries. I love anything raspberry. It's my favorite fruit. Raspberries or blueberries are my favorite fruits by far. But I'm gonna put this in the other one over there. So, and it's supposed to rain. It's supposed to rain around like 7. So I have some work to do, but my plants are gonna get a really good watering. My cucumbers and my pole beans, I really want to come out. And then I'm thinking for these two, because I have bush beans right here, I'm thinking of actually just putting all of this bush beans, because why not? And they're really small, like the bush beans are really small, so I can plant a decent amount and it'll cover this up and it will give shade to the ones in the back maybe. And then over here I actually have my red stem spinach in that one, and then this is Bloomdale spinach, but I'm going to actually cut that down because I'm not liking how it's looking over here, and it's also affecting my cabbage, which my cabbage is actually coming out, so I'm super happy about that. So yeah, I got a couple hours till it starts raining, so I think I can get these cleaned out, these planted, and then that all fixed up, so then I can have a garden. I might actually harvest some kale and my lettuce. I'll harvest more of that, but yeah, that's where we're gonna plant some today. So how my apple slash lemon tree came to be is my husband actually wanted to grow an apple tree, and when we had them inside, they actually cross-pollinated. My lemon tree and his apple tree cross-pollinated, so it became an apple slash lemon tree, but we didn't even get to see if any fruit would come out of it. So I just took it out. I just decided it was done, it was dead, and I just took it out. And the same with my lemon tree. It died as well. It probably was due to it not going into dormancy or it not being covered or whatnot, but I just took them both out so that we can plant our raspberries and his blackberries. Now I'm just refreshing the soil with some compost, and honestly, whenever I was younger, I never thought of to do any of this. I just thought you put soil in a pot and that's all you had to do, but it takes a lot of work to refresh the soil back. You have to mix the soil together, make sure the compost and the soil are compacted, they're nicely blended so that the nutrients can be soaked back into the original soil. It's just a whole thing, but I love the whole process of it because in the end, this blackberry plant and also my raspberries will grow up and they will produce fruit, and that's like the best part of gardening. It's just watching the plants grow back into something beautiful and producing fruit, vegetables for your family. Same thing with this one, just putting some compost in it. I actually didn't have to put all of the compost in just because I felt like it was going to overflow if I put it all in. I did actually add a little bit more after that because clearly I didn't get past that line. And then I just put my raspberry bush in. This is actually a shortcake raspberry bush. I'm not sure the germination rate, how long it takes for the leaves to grow, but I'm going to assume that we might get some fruit and we might get some growth next year. But I really wanted to just plant a raspberry bush and his blackberry bush just so it was established, and then next year we could get some fruit. I'm also going to dress it with some straw to keep the moisture in. Lastly, I just wanted to sow my spinach and my bush beans because it was literally about to start raining, so I wanted to get these in before it started to rain. Alright guys, and that's it for this video. It actually stopped raining, so I was able to come out here just to check and see how everything looks after we got a nice rain. We haven't had rain for a couple of weeks, so I was very pleased to see that we had a thunderstorm rolling in. Everything looks fantastic. My flowers are still outside or in there. I'm going to be putting them in their pots eventually once they're more established. But everything is doing fantastic. I'm super excited. I'm still seeing sprouts come out of my flowers, especially the in-ground ones. I was a little worried that that wouldn't come in, but it did come in. And all my pots that I have my flowers in that I just direct sowed, they're starting to pop out. So I'm very excited and happy with how this is looking. I know I have a couple of other things that I have to fix, like my solar panel for my fountain. I have to figure out how I can get sunlight all day so that it runs all day, but yeah, I'm very happy with how everything is looking, and I hope you guys enjoyed this series of getting my backyard together. It looks fantastic now, and I'm super excited for the many videos that I have to come now that my garden is all set up and I don't have to worry or stress anymore. I can just enjoy it. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it helped. And if you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, please leave them down below. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!